things going on here at the same time.
And here's one other thing too. paiN struggling. Weren't able to keep it clean against ATK, even on Anubis. Let ATK back into games after getting massive leads. They blew a 7-0 lead on their first map against ATK, a 5-0 lead on their second. As we hop into map number 1, it is the pick of paiN Gaming. It is Nuke. And Wildcard electing to start on the CT side, as is standard. Dual Berettas for both Slight and Brett. Flash for Micro. He drops those pistols over. P250 raid boss for paiN-biguzera and paiN-hardzao on the flash as well. Pretty much as mirrored buys as you could get, at least accounting for what's appropriate per side. And Laz, if Wildcard can knock paiN Gaming out of ECL playoffs, this is a team that made Pro League playoffs last season.
Yeah, exactly. I know, this is the thing, right? So there's a lot at stake for both these teams, and of course paiN, I think they definitely have to be the ones that have to be more aware. There's a lot more at stake for them. They are kind of the big dog, right? They're the team to beat. Whereas Wildcard right now, if they can make this is going to be an upset win. But, I mean, right now, they've spaced around going a little bit back and forth. And look at even Zevy. Good positioning, a little bit of damage. Nobody's fallen down yet, but look at how far Cryptic's going to be. Should be able to find this kill. Oh, no, the P2K! And it doesn't even work out! Zevy wins that duel!
He rushed the shot. He wasn't on the head. And it's hard to control the P2K once that first shot goes wrong. Zevy runs down Micro, and now the dominoes are falling one after another. Slight down to 5 HP. Skulls down in control with Nekiz. There's paiN players everywhere across the map, but Brett has just brought it back with 2 on the dualies, and Freshy's still here, undiscovered by the silo. Hardzao goes straight to rush the plant, and now he's gone. 2v3 in the favor of Wildcard. It's Brett and Freshy to salvage things. A little bit, perhaps, of overzealousness, overconfidence for paiN Gaming. As the bomb rests on the ground, so does Nekiz. It's up to Skulls.
Oh, it's all down to this, and Skulls has to come up big, gets a little bit of a love tap, and now doesn't even have the bomb either. Sitting with just the pistol, and there it is, Wildcard. They are going to be able to take that Freshy with a 3K. When things went just completely in a blunder in the beginning, it was going in favor for paiN, and all of a sudden, the big play coming in that lower sight from Wildcard to lock things down. And like you said, I'm a little bit surprised that Hardzao went, I think it was Hardzao that committed to the plant right away, and I don't know why. There's still, I think, about 37 seconds left, so it was a bit of a wrong call, maybe miscommunication, but Wildcard, they're going to take that any day. You know, I was gonna say, you know, with you as well, Boggs, I was like, you know, Zevy, definitely a player we always love to see on this team, and you know, he started things off with 2 and just couldn't get the rest. But we'll have to see if paiN can react a little bit better to this now. No investment for this. I mean, this is pretty much this is a full save. It's just Glocks, and it is just gonna be an outside take, and they're just gambling it.
Well, no bomb plant does make sense. Thing is,
oh yeah, oh man.
That's the start Wildcard needed to get in a lead early. It's going to be a farm here. Just how many kills can the SMGs find? It's going to be 2. Slight grabbing a pair with the FAMAS. Zevy has slipped the gap and is looking for a plant, and there is nobody here on B this time to stop him. Plants open. They will not be in time to shut this down. That is mission accomplished for paiN out of this round. That extra 800. It's exactly what they needed to get a good buy into this next round, and bonus time for Wildcard will only have 2 rifles, one of those being a FAMAS. No kits either for any of the players. Maybe Slight or Cryptic, maybe Micro dip into that, but overall, this is a good opportunity for paiN. But if Wildcard can come away with a win, then things start to look a little bit scary for the Brazilian squad, although it is still very early.
Yeah, it is early, and like you said, I mean, that plan is critical, because now you can see the guns are forced up here. Zevy is going to lock in that AWP as well. Definitely been waiting to see that for quite some time. And right now, I mean, Wildcard is sitting in the decent position here where they only have the couple rifles, the rest are MP9s. This is where they can be a little bit, you know, kind of random and sporadic. They can just do something kind of ruthless in this round and really disrespect paiN. And it's going to be whether paiN have a good read on this, in this kind of a situation this early on. And look at this, already lobby control coming in for the CT side. paiN definitely have that information. But look at Zevy's position. This is big, because now he's already got outside. He's going to be clearing lower and also heaven. So they're going to make this across.
Big new opportunity. And he does take it. Doesn't take too much damage either off of one of those MP9s. All the outer yard control they could desire. The firm control of paiN. Slight's jump spotting does spot him out. Now he does. He actually didn't spot him out. X-Ray betrayed me. Molotov down. They will not push it. They don't have to. That's a very fortuitous spread. Ticking down the keys a little bit more, making them a little bit softer for the SMGs and the FAMAS. But now paiN can work their way back to A. Big Hugh still lurking outer yard. Brett's right there, though. And the MP9 shreds. But his vents, very vulnerable. And that seems to be where paiN might be trying to exploit. Does Brett expect this? Do paiN go back to B? The time is running short. 29 seconds on the clock. Two players here. A crossfire between Slight and Freshie. The two rifles in this 4v4. And paiN have to frag their way out and fast. And they know somebody's already here.
Oh, and he's going to go right through this. Hardzao actually does clear the smoke, and look at that 1-2. There it is, paiN. They're going to have enough time to get this bomb down. Brett's coming in. He's a little bit late, though, but he's able to find the double. Now it's all down to him. This is a 1-on-2 situation. Hardzao's low. He's able to find the head of him, too. No way does this come into favor. And now he has full control of this situation. He knows exactly where Skulls is. Still lots of time left on that bomb.
He's got it.
Yeah, he might have this. He might be able to get this. And he is. He's going to commit to the defuse. And Skulls, he was trying to make the noise. Oh, and Brett just big brains him. What a round from him. And Wildcard, they're making things interesting here, Boggs.
Oh, it's in the name. Wildcard. And
that is true.
The other thing is, too, Brett started out the pistol round comeback with those 2 kills on A. He saves the day here in round 3 with a 1v4. An incredible 1v4. That smoke angle, the take on the op, and then the second kill, not sweating at all. Very cool, calm, and collected. That was a full bonus round from Wildcard. 3 MP9s into that round. They had a flawless in the one prior, so they're able to get full up now. Slight can get the op for free, donated courtesy of Zevy, who now sits on a Galil. Wildcard with some larceny, thanks by Brett. And maybe even a little bit more damage from Cryptic here out top, but it's another outer yard walk from paiN, this time with smokes to guys the vision. There's nobody really here on B for Wildcard to defend this. Perhaps an oversight from the squad. Freshie's on the ramp, and he's going to have no information until that door opens.
Yeah, a lot of real estate given up here for paiN. Biguzera now going to be able to clear things up. This is a big gamble from Wildcard. They definitely have they have a different strategy in mind. And they're banking on something different, but paiN now going to be making the presence known. You can hear the spams coming in. Doors are going to be getting pushed on through, and so now they're going to be able to get this bomb into the lower site. Now it's going to be a retake situation here for the CTs. Still 40 seconds, though. No, yeah, the jig's up. They definitely know. They ain't being quiet about it anymore.
Bomb has been planted.
With Brett going down, do they even want to commit to this Wildcard? Probably not. 5-man hold on B is very sturdy, and yeah, Wildcard don't really want anything to do with this. Cryptic even working outer yard through lobby. This is a dangerous place to be. Slides is just going to go into his own spawn. Micro training out behind the rest of his teammates. It's a buddy system. 2-2 split here. And Skulls is looking to get a kill. Timing! Watch for him. They do. That's consolation, though. It just makes it a little bit easier to survive. Maybe an AK salvage, an extra one. Or just one, because Brett had one from the one. No, he had the opposite. That would be the first AK here. Wildcard. Micro, though, does not get the AK. It's just M4s and the op. paiN strike right back. Keeping 4 alive is good for their economy. That's a good response from paiN, but a bit of a misread from Wildcard that allows that to happen.
No, it definitely is. Like, I mean, again, like Wildcard, you could see they're putting a lot more emphasis on, you know, putting focus on the A site. But again, I'm just surprised they didn't have anybody really kind of, you know, scouting towards B, just, you know, having that information. They really had a different read on this. But for paiN, a bit of an easy round. At least they can get a little bit more relaxed as they can get a round finally on the board. But that's a big kill from Brett. That's a full spam, and Skulls runs right into it. That was a drive-by too, man. He was committed to the crouch spray, and he wins that. That is so frustrating for Skulls.
Yeah, it's going to be one to sting a little bit for Skulls. He has a whole round to stew over it.
Smoke wall
More
coming
outer
in.
yard utility, though, coming in from paiN. A Wildcard are starting to adapt a little more aggressively. Brett dropping down. But paiN not looking to go towards Secret this time, instead working towards Garage. More spam damage taken, this time onto Big U by the very same man who's being a bit of a smoke criminal right now. Sprays for more. Micro takes a bit of damage, but Cryptic's lurk
It's gonna
here.
be big.
Oh, yeah. Failing fair either.
I was wondering if he's going to wait that out a little bit longer, but instead he goes for the kill, a guaranteed one. There it is. And now it's all just down to two. Zevy and Erdzao. They're going to have this lower sight. It's not really for long. Slight's close by. Just misses the shot. Trying to be a bit of a distraction. The bomb is going to get committed. It's in the save plant spot. But now paiN is able to find these multi-duels. And Erdzao, he's been able to get some big situations like this before. Taking the door. Doesn't win that fight. Cryptic's going to be able to find a double for this one. And Wildcard will pick up their 4th round in this first half.
It's a bit costly, though, losing 3 players in this one. Wildcard will have to cook the books a little bit to keep their economy somewhat strong across the board. Freshly down to 350 left over. Not ideal. And again, too, when paiN get onto the CT side, that's where things really get scary for Wildcard. They need to put all the rounds away for winter as they can find now. On their own CT side, it's a 67.2% win rate for the Brazilian squad when they put on the blue. Take off the mustard. It's not going to be easy for Wildcard to get things done after halftime. And again, they get caught napping on that B rotation.
Yeah, paiN definitely have a good read on this one. They know they can get that B side. That last round, when, like we said, they didn't win it, but at least they did some damage. But that's something we'll have to see if Wildcard can respond better to this. A lot more focus again. Nobody close on the B site. I mean, I think that's Slight just kind of playing the back ramp here. He's going to have that op ready to go. Erdzao just taking his time through radio. Getting all the transmission. And right back at it again. This is the outside smokes. Lurk here coming in from paiN Gaming. Not making any presence fully known. Go Secret one round, maybe not the next round, and this time they're going to split this, and now they're going to commit towards ramp potentially here too.
Micro might be first contact here. Biguzera creeping around the corner, goes for some utility. Molotov forces Micro away. Counter utility thrown. A slight double scopes in towards ramp. That is a good nade. Worth the damage Micro takes there, and Slight picks up the first on the cross. It's Erdzao. Molotov to follow it up. Zevy counters with one of his own. Now Slight's in a bit of a pickle. He's able to escape, though. Timing availing as Zevy will cross behind the bottom. Slight spots him dropping.
Timing.
He looks back the wrong direction. Opportunity now on B for Wildcard. Zevy caught, but not finished by Micro, who's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Nekis gives him one as he opens the door. Cryptic now popping over decontamination. Removes 2 from the play. And Skulls does grab Freshie on rotation J-Hall, but what more can he do in the 1v3? He grabs the op. There's no more time. He'll attempt to save, and he might even be able to get out of here alive. The hunt is on, though, like hounds to the quarry, and Skulls drops the op, goes to the M4, goes down after time. No op recovered, but Slight has money, and Wildcard up to 5.
Oh my God. That round came from Nikis opening the door. He tried to go for the fight. Yep. He didn't even need to do that again. Now we're starting to see paiN. They're making these micro mistakes, and they're costing them rounds. Something that shouldn't have happened. I mean, paiN Gaming had that site open. They found that duel, but it just blunders away, and Wildcard, they respawn back in strides of colors here, and this is amazing now. A 4-round lead for Wildcard, and now this is just going to be pistols for paiN Gaming. A little bit of utility. But my goodness, Boggs, I mean, seeing paiN kind of making these mistakes early on like this is going to be a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, it's got me a little bit worried. I'm not entirely liking what I'm seeing right now. There were some worrisome signs when they were playing against ATK, and then the 0-2 loss to MIBR last night kind of sounded the warning bells a little heavier. But now, on their best map, this is incredibly concerning off the back of the major. And the other thing is, too, you look at the individuals for paiN. Nobody's even got 5 kills yet.
No. No, exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like, we were kind of talking about this in the pre-show. I mean, for paiN, this could either be their hype from the major or a little bit of a, a slow way that they're going to work on things. But the nade comes through, some good utility. Does actually pick up that first duel. Slight is able to get that 1 kill, but it's going to be the cost of his death. So now, we talked about a lot of mistakes that paiN's making here. It seems like they're going to be able to do some good things. Oh no, but Freshie!
CSGO'd.
That is not fresh at all. Oh no, and now it's down to a 2-on-4. HP's low for a couple players, but again, this is a tough situation. Somebody has to go off, but they realize there's just not enough time, and they might just have to save these guns. They're looking for some exits, but there it is. That's a second round gained. And yeah, the op picked up. That's critical, but maybe if it's even going to be able to survive. Yeah, all right, Cryptic. Look at the wrist, and there we go. Second gain for paiN.
Yeah, the fast little rush catches Wildcard off guard. Once things start to go poorly for the team, they make a couple mistakes, miss a couple of critical kills. Freshie thought he had that kill, turns away. It's not over until the whistle blows there, Laz. Or in this case, it's not over until that final kill, or the kill is on the board. The player ragdolls to the floor. paiN gonna call a timeout off the back of that, which, granted, is a good call because that's not something you should hope or even expect to replicate. But this also could help Wildcard as well. Be like, all right, boys, we should have won that. We did a couple things we shouldn't. Settle down. Still early.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing too, is we don't want Wildcard to, the lack of experience as a team compared to paiN Gaming. We want to make sure that they're not getting too hype and kind of making those careless mistakes, because it is easy for paiN to make the climb back. paiN have definitely been able to do this before, where they're down in significant amount of number of rounds. They are going to be fully equipped, ready to go. No op for the T side yet. Still the op for Slight though. WCbrett now going to be able to get on top of the silo. He's got a good position. We haven't been seeing Slight getting too aggressive like that. There it is. He takes the head of Nuke, so that's a big pickup, and he is able to escape. Cryptic's able to help him, but Big finally gets a response. He read that like a book.
It was a good bait and switch. Biguzera just decides to show up and rip some heads from shoulders. That's a very good response individually into a 4v4. I did like the smokes down for Slight to be able to back away from that too.
Yeah, that was big.
That was really nice.
It would have been nice to see Cryptic kind of fall off, especially with that kill coming through and him pulling back. But like you said, it is a good bait and switch, possibly to get that double kill. Doesn't work out, but okay, Micro's just going to be pushing through squeaky door. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that? So now making paiN Gaming a little bit more hot on the heels, needing to make a bigger plan here.
B's open again.
And again, they left that site. I'm glad you said it, because I was going to say, look where we are again, round 8, and we still haven't figured it out. There is another bomb site in this map.
Yeah, you got lobby control. But that leads you to believe there's one possibility they could go somewhere else, right? There's only 2 spots in Counter-Strike maps you can plant the bomb. And when you have control of everywhere but one, and you see nothing, it's a pretty simple process of elimination to figure out where they are.
It really is. They do have a little bit of utility, though. I like this. Brett does actually have that molly.
Flash.
It's not great, but at least it's something they can clear something with. Oh, no.
Here. Oh, no.
Look at this. All 4 players are here together.
This is ugly. This is really ugly. But Brett catches Zevy looking for anti-flash. Biguzera needs to stand tall. Brett wins another. He's trying to be the hero again. Micro has the kid. Somebody's got to get Micro on the bomb. He peeks off of it. He just has to hold. Slight needs to cover. He's out in the open. Hardzao. It's Micro to save the day. Slight was coming late on the flank. Does he have it? He's got it. That's down to the wire.
I can't believe this. And I don't even know if paiN are just kind of overestimating or kind of underestimating this team, because they're just going for these fights they should not be going for. It's costing them. They get that bomb site control, but at least and then it just falls apart. Somebody does the one little thing wrong, and Wildcard, they take full advantage of it. Oh man, playoffs, Bog. We talked about this, man. We talked about playoffs. This is where things get really interesting.
It really is. And already very interesting in early days here. paiN with an above 50% win rate on T side Nuke, 52.8, and Slights just got the opening again. Exactly what you need from your Opera on the CT side of this map. Dominate the extremities of the map. Take care of outer yard or ramp. And Slights back to the outer yard. Shenanigans. Bigu missing the headshot. Micro taking a little bit of damage. And Bigu will open that double door, just trying to draw rotations down. Hardzao catches Slight. Finally. Micro now does catch paiN-biguzera. He just misses the timing. I think he was expecting a little late of a peek from the decontamination room. And Brett's blind spray does so much onto HardZao. paiN Gaming are eating all of this damage. Wildcard are starting to pump the brakes a little bit on what they're doing too. They're winning their duels, they're playing with confidence, but they're not oversticking their necks. They learn from that pistol round.
Yeah, and Zevy's position's great. I mean, he's already made it through. And if Brett doesn't expect this, I mean, this could be a problem, but a lot is around here for Zevy. He has to be able to find this duel. He needs to win something here, but he might run right into the crosshair of Brett, but it doesn't matter. He's a little bit better. Cryptic in the back of the site, gets the bomb down. The A4 just needing to stay alive a little bit longer, and there it is, the anchor. It's so deep, and it's all just down to HardZao, and Cryptic makes a triple to bring that to a 7th round for Wildcard. And paiN Gaming, they're looking out of options right now, Boggs.
It's all, Wildcard this time out. I was about to say it's almost time for another paiN Gaming timeout, probably going into the next buy round they can manage. But Wildcard may be wanting to keep more players alive, which isn't a bad idea on the CT side. They're lucky to still have as much money as they've had. I think it's because certain members have survived for so long, they've been able to just drop people. But now Wildcard are coming to the end of their bank accounts, Laz. And unfortunately for Wildcard, they can't go take out some debt.
No, they cannot. No, they cannot. I can't believe we're talking to 7-2 right now.
Neither can I.
I knew this was going to be a good match. Like we said, both these teams 6-1 in the division. Both teams, you know, having a respected loss from, you know, from decent teams. Again, paiN lost to Nouns. Wildcard lost to MIBR. But, boy, oh boy. This one is making things a little particular here, Boggs. And now, a little bit of a switch up. Cryptic does get into secret. Some good control not coming in from outside from the Wildcard squad. But it looks like paiN Gaming, they're going to mix things up. They got that lobby control. This might just be a full crunch into the site.
And they go to the meat grinder. Brett says hello. There's 3 on the board. Micro from up top. Hut sits down. Bigu and Zevy cleaned up as well. Pretty darn clean from Wildcard. Exactly what the doctor ordered, as they were again in dire need of that economic boost. Wildcard have won the half, and by how much can they extend their lead?
I don't know. I mean, now we're back to a gun round, but even the utility, I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good considering for paiN. Lots of utility. They can still get things going. Smoke's going to be placed right away. Cryptic, again, going to go into secret. Does get that control. I don't think that paiN would have been able to read this, but now they're starting to go a little bit quicker on this. Now they want to put things a little bit more in a fast motion here. Biguzera going to be pushing forward, but Slight does make his presence known with the scope, but look at the position from him. He might be able to get around this Slight. He's not going to have a read in this at all. Micro gets another one. There's Big. An easy kill for him. Still the man advantage here for Wildcard. Just kidding. It's gone.
Well, Micro spots the shadow, just sprays a little too early. Brett, though, has been huge for this team. Micro converged on by 2, and Brett falls to Zevy. It's not the big green gun that wins the day. The rifle, the Opper's hands, does its job. paiN scrounge away a 3rd. And Wildcard in an awkward spot financially might just be better served to half by this one. And seems that is exactly what they have agreed with, too.
Yeah, I think this is a good call, though. I mean, again, like, they have the half, right? But at least they can now kind of, you know, have more funds for the next round in round number 13. But we see a difference there. paiN actually, you know, pick up the pace a little bit. They don't wait things out. Oh, Slight's coming. There's no way, man. I hope.
I got to see the Zeus a couple days ago with John, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was a paiN player who got it.
Look, John's from Canada.
Right.
I'm from Canada. We're going to keep this trend going. We're going to make sure that, you know, I'm pretty much John. Just kidding. He's a lot better looking than me, but we'll wait and see. But paiN do slow it down. They don't even put that pace again. They're going to slow things down a lot. I think they realize that Wildcard could be on the light pistols, so they want to be careful of that. This is a good read from them right now.
They love this smoke wall outside.
Is the bread and butter of paiN right now.
Nobody's going to challenge the Zeus, though. Unlucky.
Hey, Boggs.
Yeah?
No one in B.
Again? I mean, it's a little more forgivable this time because it's
This round
just
is
the
more
pistol
forgivable.
stack, but
We got to call it out.
Wildcard really do not like playing B on Nuke.
We really don't.
It's like, B site? What's that?
We like outside.
And like one guy ramp. That's our B player. But if outside's taken, then ramp guy doesn't know what's going on. Zevy gets caught work though. And wait, Brett's got another. He's tapping him from decontamination. They can't get out on site, and now they're going to walk back into the stack on A. Hardzao finally shuts down Brett. Skulls is waiting for rotations here, and Cryptic falls as well. Micro's next. Hardzao's just standing isolated and stationary, getting one tap after one tap. Nikis finds Freshy, and what looked so good for Wildcard has now stabilized for paiN. Won't say it looks good for paiN, because this is one they should have won really clean. But still, Hardzao gets a bit of a gift and he capitalizes on it. Wildcard just kind of do a good old-fashioned strat roulette. All right, one guy go in. Next guy, when he dies, you can go. And that was kind of just how things were unfolded with that decontamination push.
Man, and this is the crazy thing too, is I mean, Brett right now, he's sitting at 18 kills with 8 deaths. I mean, this is a player on this team. I mean, he's like the 3rd or 4th ranked player. When you look at the overall ratings and just kind of, you know, statistics across the board, he definitely contributes, but he's not like the heavy fragger. And right now, I don't know what he did before this game, but man, he is just ignited. And there it is, Micro able to find a double 2. So now making it back to the 3 and 3. Bomb's still trying to make its way into the site. Good utility coming in. He actually catches a nade right in front of him, but he is going to be able to win that duel. That's big. Now it gives them the man advantage too.
That's a rushed play from Freshy, feeling some pressure, and that gives paiN all the space they need now to get the bomb onto the site. Cryptic's biding his time, and Vence can go up the ladder. And he's going to wait out this utility here. When will he make a move? Because Sly's abandoning this.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be up to Cryptic to find, like, if he can get a kill. I mean, Slight might be running back, but yeah, they're just playing exits. I think this is a good call. I mean, their money sucks. Their money's nothing.
Nope.
So they got to keep that up in the rotation, the M4 with the utility, and a smoke here for Slight. That's not a bad call. I actually like this.
That's a good call. It's just painful for Wildcard. They got their 8th and then just powered off.
Let's see what you did there. Painful. Got him.
I wish I could see that was on purpose.
Oh, I really thought it was. I was like, man. So clever. Well, gonna be needing to get creative for Wildcard is yeah, like we talked about that money, it's non-existent right now for round number 14, and it's gonna be pistols. I need to complement the appetizer here before the M4 and the op. A little bit more for Cryptic and Slight to find something. They need to make some magic happen here. But this is looking good for paiN. I mean, they are starting to make their climb back, right? I mean, we were talking this was a different scoreline, 8-3, 2 in a row now for paiN. Oh my goodness, and there it is. Both the heavy hitting guns, they're making magic happen like I talked about, Boggs.
And they shuffle the rifle to Brett, who picks up Zevy. The bait and switch. Cryptic somehow hanging on to life by a thread. Skulls and Neckies, what can they do in a 2-5 as guns are being picked up? Micro stomps from up top. And Neckies, the last man standing, might just get caught with utility in his hand. We'll win that fight against Brett. That was a messy one for both of them. But now, Wildcard can just sit back and let Neckies wander around the map aimlessly for the next minute and 5 seconds. Or they can push. They are pushing slightly up, actually, and there he goes in the backstab. What a response from Wildcard. The aggression, and then the gun swap there. Out towards Unbreakable.
Oh, this is crazy. Round number 15, last round of the first half, and Wildcard now, I mean, the question will be if they can get double digits on a CT side on a map they do not have as much experience on, like paiN, or paiN maybe bringing things back to making it a little bit more competitive. But we're talking Zevy has to Galil up with a smoke and a flash. This is not good. Not even a lot of utility here for the T side to have that smoke wall that they've been liking to do. They're going to just throw it right away. Look at the CTs now. They're going to get on side of roof. Slight trying to get a little bit of interest. Oh my goodness. He swings and it's a miss. He's still in this game. But he's not able to find that kill. Biguzera gets the better of him. Slight better advantage here in the positioning.
Oh man, that scared me. Just walks right into garage. Big U's on the other side. Neckies. There's a nice opener. Can he follow it up? No, but Micro drops down into Hut. And Hardzao says thank you very much. Cryptic, last man alive, working his way outside, trying to get a double-digit scoreline out of this half for Wildcard. Something they've worked so hard for. Does not seem likely for him. Good angles from paiN, good positioning. And they're not over-peaking unless Biguzera sticks his neck out from heaven and gets shipped off down the river Styx. Nope, he'll do the right thing. Trip for Cryptic instead. 9-6 half for Wildcard. We'll see you after the break.
Well, we're finally back. We're ready to go for the second half here in map number 1. Last box bringing you through this. And Wildcard, they have showed us some pure dominance. And it's been a painful one here for paiN Gaming. We'll have to see if paiN can bring things back on that CT side.
Can they bring it back? They should be able to, statistically at least. And Nekis has opened things up nicely. Barretto, who was so important for Wildcard's streak in the early going of that first half, has answered it back. Hardzao rests on the floor. Nekis in towards radio. As Wildcard pump the brakes in this round and start to go back towards a spread out position. I don't know what Slight's looking at there. All I know is he got shot in the head by Zevy. And that's a very critical man advantage retained and gained by paiN Gaming.
Yeah, even Freshy's doing a little bit of scouting here too. If you can find this kill, this could change things around. That's a big pickup.
Does he grab the dualies?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he might even waited things out. piguzera gonna...
No way.
You didn't clear your corners! Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. And now he's starting to hear Glocks. They're getting on burst fire mode. Zevy wins the fight just barely.
Where's the bomb?
Bomb is on the A side, and now it's down to the 1v1, and Brett, he's in a bad position. Glocks, but Nekis is going to do one better. There we go. Pistol back and obtained for paiN.
Bomb has been defused.
This is a wild card of a game so far.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate plant spot for the last man standing, too. Has to take that fight, because if he doesn't, it's a safe defuse. So, he's got to be out in the open. The Glock at that kind of range, not going to win that duel most of the time. But the bomb does go down for Wildcard, and that is a saving grace. Plus 4 kills off of that, Les. They've got an AK and 3 Galils into this round. A good amount of utility on Brett with that Tech 9, although I'd almost want him on the AK, but either way, he can do what he can with that Tech. Just drive by against 3 rifles, 2 M4A1s, a FAMAS, and 2 SMGs. A hit for Nekis. An okay amount of utility, but it's not ideal. This is an opportunity for Wildcard to finally get that elusive 10th. And then sent paiN Gaming back to the Stone Age as far as their buy is concerned.
Well, this is the difference, right? I mean, paiN on the first half, they weren't able to win that pistol, and they had to resort getting the bomb down the the second round in. But like you said, I mean, for Wildcard, they got a lot of kills, bomb down, good money situation here for the guns. This might be a bit of a surprise for paiN, but he's going to do one better. Does pick up that first duel, taking down Freshy. That's a big pickup, and now they're going to commit to this. They ain't messing around. They're going to go right for it. They're just going to send it. The Keys looking for almost making that a triple, but a little bit short of that one. Making themselves into the site, but Boggs, I mean, they're going to have to go quick. I mean, that molly's already gone.
Yeah, no utility left for Wildcard, and piguzera is able to go out through the window and take down the planner. Micro goes down as well. Slight so far removed out on ramp, getting double swung by the 2 towards double doors. The 3rd probably going to go towards decontamination. The bomb is actually down though, but Slight in the fight cannot win it. It's Zevy again, and 2 wins in a row for paiN. And it should be a half buy at best for Wildcard going into the 3rd round of this second half, going into round number 18. That should mean a 9-9 scoreline. Hasn't been the cleanest for paiN, but at the very least, they're bringing this closer, they're bringing this to a tie, and they're putting the rounds on the board that they need to be putting on the board.
Yeah, they're still making it competitive. I mean, they are getting some duels. They're getting the bombs down, so that's good. I mean, they're able to make things a little bit more competitive. Like you said, there's a good opportunity here for paiN to bring things back to a tie. I mean, this is, a T side for Wildcard. I mean, a 44.7% win rate on their T side. Not the greatest as comparable to their CT, but I think we can talk about the statistics. Can get a little bit thrown out the door here as we're starting to see that we're talking a nail-biter game right now. And this is a map that paiN, they like to play.
They do indeed like to play this map, and smokes are actually going to drop pretty well timed for Wildcard to try and cross. Look at the Molotov, roasting all of them, barbecuing it. As I know you're going to be out for some barbecue in about 9 days or so, but paiN are having it now with a flawless win.
Yeah, they got a little taste of that already. Back to a tie game, and man, that Molotov that got thrown, that was in from Mini all the way deep into Secret. You could see Wildcard, they committed to it. They thought they were invincible with that smoke wall. Turns out they weren't. They got roasted. What's
the old saying? Smokes aren't walls.
That's true. Smokes are not walls.
Bullets can fly through them. People can walk through them. Nades can fly through. And all it does. Drop in the napalm.
Well, an interesting thing here is that Slight does have the AWP ready to go. We didn't see a lot of opping on the T side for paiN, but now we're going to start to see it for Wildcard to see what they can do in round number 19. On top of Silo, a decent position here, clearing the backside of Garage. But Zevy's actually going to be playing towards blue box. Very interesting setup here. paiN playing a bit more passive, shots being known. Zevy, you can see that smoke walls are coming in again. Biguzera, that's wrong. That's okay.
Molotov's good though.
Oh my, he caught that too. I think Slight actually landed that on the corner of the wall, yeah.
He did. Slight's a very good opper when he's on his game.
He definitely is. Somebody I know I've mentioned a lot of before in the past. It's a weird round though.
It is. Very slow.
A lot of thinking. Oh, and the boost too. Okay.
Mustang boost.
Yeah, I like this. Good Molotov. Now Biguzera does have to push back in the radius, so this is a little bit of a different positioning from him. They should be able to hear that too.
What's
They are spread out. Yeah, what is the game plan here?
Is
No
it
way they're going to do this.
What? Now it is. No, they're going B?
Oh no, but they're going to run into this. They're about to find Zevy. He's got it. That's the bomb down too. So now this is becoming more problematic. This is just back and forth trade city, and now it's a 2-on-2. They still have a little bit of utility, but they only have 13 seconds. They have to get moving. Nikki's backs off. He's allowing them to get into the site. This nade could do it all. That's it. That's not going to be the bomb planted at all.
No time.
I don't think he's going to have enough time. No, he's a second too late, I think, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, well, I'm definitely right.
Quarter
That's good.
second late.
Oh. Oh my.
What is that call?
I was thinking the keys maybe would have, I was a little worried that he backed off a little bit, but I mean, the nade was just a nice slam dunk.
Again, Laz, what is that call drop to me? You have 25 seconds on the clock, and you just bust into the A site with a great double swing, and you have B control that can hold your rotation, and you don't plan A?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they thought there was going to be a bigger stack, and maybe they were just worried about clearing too many angles. Okay, and Nikki's is actually going to swing that, and Freshie does get taken out, so. The op is picked up for Slight. And you got to give it to them for trying, but.
They got their first lead of this game, and it's completely swung back into their favor. Once they've gotten on the CT side, they've not yet let Wildcard pick up a round, but Biguzera has fallen to trade things out into even footing. Zevy, though, shuts down that op. Micro picks it up next in line. It's the musical op.
Oh, Micro.
Oh, this is so
Micro.
telegraphed. That is the easiest kill Zevy's had all game. Maybe that one now, but overall, no real trouble. Brett tagged down so low, his spam will not connect, and he's delaying the inevitable. 2-round lead now for paiN. Wild card. Timeout, boys.
There you go. It's granted. And yeah, again, this is, we're starting to see some interesting calls. Like we said, this is a map. I know I've been repeating it, but for anybody just getting here, this is a map that, paiN like to play. Wildcard, not as many officials on this, but that's where we talked a lot about the experience, where that should be, very beneficial here for paiN. And I'm thinking we're starting to see that more comfortability on the CT side. I mean, they brought it back, decently well in the first half, where they were down by, 8-2 at one point?
Yeah, it was 8-2. 8-2, 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 9-5, 9-6.
Oh, dang. Well, it's all on this now. I mean, Wildcard do have fun spent. Slight's gonna have the AWP out again. I mean, we have seen him getting up, some kills. It's more if he can find that impact with that kill now. He's gonna go right back into the same position. paiN gonna be playing aggressive on the outside. Zevy already pushed up. Biguzera able to support him. Very different setup now for paiN. Putting them back on the boards, but look at this right now. Wildcard, they kind of expecting this, especially with the utility used.
Zevy knows there's somebody outside with that smoke coming over, pushing out for more, knows where Cryptic is, gets the spot and the finish. Nice disciplined play by Zevy. Skulls still hanging around the ace site. Watches another nade go through. Throws a counter as he gets burned out of position. Brett does get the first while blinded. Freshie trying to go out will get shut down. Zevy has another one to make it 3. And paiN-biguzera right there for the mop-up. Wildcard. Their T-side struggles on this map. 44.7% win rate. Their CT side needed to be where they put away the vast majority of their rounds. And we're starting to see why this wildcard T side struggles, I think, Laz. It's just a lack of flexibility in a lot of these rounds. And then too much flexibility when they need a little more rigidity.
Yeah, we definitely need to see something a little bit different from Wildcard. I mean, we noticed even paiN when they were down in the first half. They started to pick things up a little bit. They played more aggressive outside. I feel like Wildcard, they're giving a lot of time. And I'm wondering if they're maybe almost overthinking the situation right now. I know they have a big hurdle right now against paiN Gaming on the CT side, but smoke wall is going to be used. They're going to go right back for the outside take. Molly's already placed. Look at this positioning from paiN-biguzera. Oh, he might be able to find this. The flame just blocking the vision of that player. That's a strong position. That flash from Zevy. That's huge, and that's going to be a triple. paiN-biguzera has swept the floor, and Wildcard are down to 2.
Oh my gosh, Slight. How are you alive? Slight really hangs on to life. Same with Cryptic. Both of them just find ways to stay. Oh, micro spotted the player out towards Cubby. No utility, though. He's the last man alive. Will go for the bomb plant, get it down. If he can get 2 more kills out of this, it's a costly round plus bomb plant. But Wildcard need to start getting rounds on the board here. They need these rounds desperately. And there's no way Micro's getting out of this alive. He won't even get 1. It's 13 now for paiN. 13 for paiN and Wildcard. You were a wild thing. Made my heart sing. Not singing anymore.
Oh man, how I missed this. But Wildcard, like you talked about, they are going to call this timeout, rightfully so. They need to. I mean, they are with that bomb plant critical, right? It adds that extra money. They're sitting at the 4,000s, almost near 5. They have the buy here for them, but the question is, what do they do differently, right? We notice they like the outside. They're doing the smoke walls. They're not really doing the same thing as paiN. They're not really going through garage. They're really just committing towards the secret. And that's just been annihilation, right? I mean, this is where paiN have just been able to sweep this. So I'm curious what the game plan is going to be here for the T side, and they're needing one. They haven't been able to find a round.
They haven't been able to buy a round, find a round. If a round bit them in the face, they wouldn't know what it was on this T half.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time.
And they've come close-ish in certain situations, but when it comes down to it, they just happen. Is that Molotov throw really worth taking 75% of your HP?
Yeah, I don't know. And look at this paiN-biguzera. Oh, paiN-biguzera, paiN-biguzera! Oh man, he's able to find the double. Not the triple, but that's okay. Hardzao's gonna be able to help him. Look at this. Now they're getting full confidence. They're just gonna crunch into lobby. A speed round on the gun round. Oh boy, we're at round 24, and paiN Gaming, they are coming back with a big right hook right now.
Oh yeah. It's turned in for it's another wildcard timeout.
What wildcard?
But this game, to continue with the boxing analogy, has turned into an infight where paiN are just wailing away on Wildcard, who can't even get a clinch in here, Laz. Their arms are just up trying to prevent as much damage as they can, and they're hoping that the bell rings to end the round before they hit the mat splat. But I don't know. Wildcard are just up against the ropes, getting pounded on. And paiN showed no signs of slowing down.
No, they're on the full momentum right now. This is a big climb back. Like we said, it was a 9-6, and they've been able to pull everything back into their favor. So for Wildcard, this is the most frustrating position, because when you're at a 14-9, it's like you either commit to, you know, a force buy, or you work around with pistols and hope for the best. So you can have at least another amount of money here for when the other team could hit 15. This is never an easy situation for any team. They do decide to commit to those Eagles and Tech 9s. And again, splitting towards outside, Zevy might be able to find something. He's playing pretty aggressive. Doesn't have the support like before. Hang on, Nikki.
Okay.
All right. That's a good pickup.
There we go. That's a good start, but Zevy does trade it back, and he adds another one to his tally. He's heating up on the opposite CT side. Out goes Cryptic, and down he goes. Freshie 1-for-1, leaving Micro in what is pretty much an unwinnable 1v3. No bomb, just a deagle. And the chances are really not there. Flash outer yard, they know where he is, and Zevy doesn't care if there's a box in the way. He'll get the headshot anyways. Map point for paiN. Wildcard skunked on this T side. Not a single round so far. What's now 9 in a row for paiN in this half alone. 10 if we go back to the previous half.
Yeah, and really, I think we're just starting to see that playbook. Like you said, it's just looking a little lackluster here from Wildcard on the T side. CT was a very different story. Creativity was there. Everything was working out. But look at this, paiN-biguzera does give up his positioning. They know he's there. He does some great damage on the Cryptic. Molly shouldn't be able to catch him. Oh, he's just going to wait things out. Slight does find that opener. So right now, Wildcard do get the opening exchange. They haven't been able to do that yet very often. So good start here for round 25. paiN Gaming, they're going to pull things back a little bit here, Boggs. They're going to just realize, okay, this is cool. Let's just HARDzao get multiple kills here.
That's
just
a good
kidding.
trade. Oh, Freshie needs that kill on Skulls, but instead it's Skulls with 2, Bigu with another, Slight with 1 from behind. But is it enough? There's a flank already initiated, a backstab through, a pincer move from paiN. Slight can't get out, he's barely alive, and down he falls. 16-9. The turnaround has been completed. paiN Gaming did it with 11 in a row going back to the previous half. It was 8-2 for Wildcard. From that point onward,